Hello everyone, welcome to the room with no filter, only on Starlienter. I'm Wavi and this episode we will discuss a topic is always be debate, the issue of the death penalty. Is punishment still relevant or is preciously already the time to delay it? Of course I'm not alone because I have invited three of my friends for discussion today, Sophie, Pooja and Ahyan. How are you guys?
Hello Afi. Okay, we are ready in here for our discussion today.
Okay, before we start, we need to know that Indonesia still applies the death penalty, especially for cases of drugs and murder planning. Many countries have already delayed punishment because they consider it violation of basic human rights. How your opinion about the full punishment death, whether it must be abolished or not? We start the first issue. Does the death penalty violate human rights? Pooja, I think you can explain more about that.
Yes, so like this, the right to life, that is the most basic right. And this is set up in Article 28A of the 1945 Constitution, which states and everyone has the right to live and defend his life, and also in various international agreements that Indonesia has ratified. We still applying punishment. We personally violate and principle-based right of basic men.
That's right. Besides, if we look from a moral side, the state should honor life, not become an executor.
And what's more ironically, Indonesian always defend with its habitats. His country is under threat or punishment for dying abroad. But in our country, exceptions still offered. This is clearly contradictory and not consistent.
Okay, beside the basic question, there is one of other issue, namely the possibility of a wrong verdict. Well, Sophie, I know you have a lot of insight into this.
Yes, system law is still far from perfect. There are many cases on mistaken arrest and bribery of people done guilty, punished death. Of course, that no can return, right?
Agree very much. For example, in the case of Sencon and Carta, they were almost punished with death, but it turns out they were not guilty. If he has been executed, there is no road to come back.
And not only that, in court we still have lots of pressure, politics, and public opinion, influencing and judge decision if the sentence is still applicable. The right is told that the execution is done not on the basis of justice, but because of social or political pressure.
You said before that the punishment must be delayed, right? If punishment is delayed, what is the solution of that?
That is punishment, a lifelong life without remission. And still there is heavy punishment and without taking life.
That's right, very much. Punishment is a lifelong life that can be so much more punishment heavy than punishment that life behind bars, a lifelong life without freedom. That's the effect of a moral life deterrent.
Now, many countries have already delayed the death penalty. In your opinion, should Indonesia follow it too?
Currently now, more than 1,040 countries already delayed or implement a moratorium on punishment death. They are aware of this effective solution. If we still endure with punishment, we leave behind progress in law and human rights in the world.
And even in ASEAN, some countries like the Philippines and Cambodia have removed punishment did. So, if we still maintain we are precisely more and more isolated in the international community.
The most important thing is that we must force the government for a river system law. Don't until we still maintain punishment that is not fair because the system is still problematic.
Okay, guys, so in conclusion, the punishment must be abolished for a number of reasons. First, punishment this violates the basic human right. Second, there's a high risk of a wrong verdict in the system of law because we still have a lot of problems. Third, there are alternative punishments such as lifelong, real life, human, and effective. And finally, the global trend is leading to the election of the death penalty, and Indonesia should follow it and changing this. Acceptable for you, Pooja, Sophie, and Ahyan about coming to our discussion today. It's very interesting. For those of you guys who are listening right now, how is it? What do you think? Do you agree or not if that punishment must be delayed? Let me know your opinion in our column comment. Thank you guys for watching our podcast today. Until see you in the next podcast video. Goodbye.